What's in the recent future for you?
The recent future.
Welcome back to the Tale of Two Kams. I'm here with the main host here, Cam Patterson.
What's up, bitches?
And I'm Cameron Illig, and we are here with our guest this episode, Mr. Simon Fraser, or Sir Simon Fraser, I should say.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very kind of you to say.
Yeah, well, I know you got the title.
Yeah.
Fuck the queen.
The queen gave, the queen gave it to me, but the king took it away. So.
Really? I want to, you told me one time that when you started doing stand-up, you want to introduce yourself?
No.
You don't want to introduce yourself?
No.
This is a guy.
Normally the host does the bio.
He's from Columbus, Ohio. Not originally. He's from a place we don't recognize as a country, but he's from Columbus, Ohio now.
Palestine? Is that
No,
what you're referring
no,
to?
Israel.
Okay, yeah, very good. That's better.
You're from Columbus, Ohio. You ran Don't Tell in Columbus, Ohio. How did you get into that?
I was throwing apartment shows in my apartment and inviting people comics who were passing through to come headline in my apartment. And it was going great, but the only people we could move tickets for were my friends and people I'd meet on the street. So then I just got hooked up with the Don't Tell team when I was doing an apartment show in Boston.
Yeah.
And I met the Don't Tell producer in Boston. She was like, you should produce it in Columbus. Started doing it in Columbus. So much easier to sell tickets through the same great show, but this time for the city.
And do you think yours is the most successful?
It is the most successful.
By
We do the most shows. We sell the most tickets. We bring in the best comics. It's by far the most successessful.
Got a bit of an ego there.
I'm just giving you the stats. You know, I came prepared, unlike you.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen. I am prepared. I've seen other shows that Don't Tell, and every time I see a picture of yours and the one that you used to do, it was always much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
we also have a good photographer, which is key to anything.
Okay.
Because no one's, you can be there and be like, it was great. But
and you're not going to keep doing it here.
I
heard some rumors.
There's a producer already there. I may try and help out with a few of the shows up in North Austin. Try and get that popping.
Yeah.
But I don't want to step on any toes.
Okay, so you booking anybody yet?
For North Austin?
Take the fucking rock off.
I think, yeah.
Oh, put it back on. Put it back on.
Oh,
Jesus
great.
Christ.
God, the podcast already just
I don't
lost.
want to ruin it and let y'all know Cam's not here. Now you just ruined it.
The podcast just lost all its listeners.
Yeah, 1,000 viewers just went 100. How much does he have on Instagram? 100,000.
170,000.
Just unclick the YouTube video right now.
The good news is the YouTube views on the podcast would not suggest he has 100,000.
that is fair. There's a lot of clicks to get there.
Got you guys. What's up? It's not Cam.
Yeah, Cam's away. He's touring right now. I think he's in Philly or something. But so now we have Bobby. You know, we lose one, we get another. Is my rule in the game.
I was here for the ones where everyone was here already. We still lost one.
Lose one, get another. Dude, what are you referring to?
You mean black people?
That's not what I meant. I meant friend. But you guys, whatever you guys
now
want.
we're friends. Is that what you called me last night?
What did I call you last night?
Not friends.
Also, you said you started stand-up and you did 30-minute sets?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How?
Because the...
and why? And where? Why would somebody give you this?
Because no one tells you. No one tells you. No one... If you're not surrounded by people... If you're surrounded by people who are nice, no one tells you to stop. Right? Like, everyone was so kind. Everyone was like... Oh yeah, I'd come and see your 45-minute show, which you've done one time before in your life, when you've done like a 5-minute stand-up set once in your life.
And where were you doing that?
The Edinburgh Fringe.
Where's that?
It's in Edinburgh.
Where's that?
Scotland.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Which is in Europe.
I know where Scotland is.
That's what I was gonna ask with the rock on. I was gonna say, what are the white bitches like in your accent?
Oh, they're big
how Cam would
fans.
talk.
They're really big fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do most people immediately know that you have an accent?
Yeah, but they think it's Australian.
Oh yeah,
because it is more Australian.
Yeah, I get very Steve Irwin-y when listening to the podcast.
Well, no, that's the haircut.
But it's a 30-minute set to comedy on the Don't Tells, or you like in your house shows?
No. This was years before the Don't Tells. This was back. I was just doing it in Edinburgh. I was just doing like 40-minute shows.
Is comedy good there?
So there's a festival called the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which takes place every August, and it's kind of like a month long, and a bunch of comics come in and perform an hour of or like 40 minutes to an hour of comedy. And I wasn't, normally it's more qualified people to do it, but I just applied right at the last minute when some people had canceled, so I just took their spots and then got to do 40 minutes, and then you just have to advertise. You have to advertise your show to like on the street. So like 1 million people come to Edinburgh for this festival, and you're like giving them flyers on the street, trying to convince them to come. Yeah,
like Austin.
It's just aggressive barking, but every night, and it's only for you, but you make the money off the tickets.
Yeah.
So some nights you would have like 2 people in the crowd. Some nights you'd have 50 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it was, but it's a great way to get started. I think everyone should get started in silence doing the longest possible sets.
That's crazy.
Didn't answer the question though. Is the comedy good there?
No,
Is it,
no, it's horrible.
There we
dude,
go.
I was doing 40-minute sets, having never got a laugh on a 5-minute set.
Would a lot of like the bigger names go to that festival?
Yeah, like some comics. A lot of comics have started out there or done like Daniel Sloss goes most every year. Ari Shafir was pretty popular there.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's kind of been through the Fringe at least once, or at least would like to go.
What's a Scottish crowd like?
Scottish crowds are good people. Scots are good people.
Scots are good people?
Yeah. They're nice. But it's also like English people are up there. A lot of people come just for, it's like a big festival.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of JFL, I would say, but in the UK.
They don't let a new guy do 30 minutes at JFL.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so stupid about
How
it.
confident were you like when you start, like how at one point in your set where you're like, oh, I got to do 23 more minutes?
No, I felt, well, number one, it was a real mix because like I wrote the material a week before the shows. So
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
I wrote 40 minutes of material a week before the shows. And I was like, well,
All right,
I'm
you
not
got
going
6 days to work
I'm not
this
going
out.
to test this. I'm just going to
Yeah.
see if it works. and then you go on stage, and you know when you're like starting out, you don't really pay attention to like the rhythm or like the amount of laughs. You're just like, oh, I got 1 laugh. I'm doing pretty well.
Oh yeah,
But
okay.
then you're like, oh, so you're 10 minutes in and you got 1 laugh. And you're like, this is going better than last night.
That's cool. Did you meet any do you have any comic friends back home?
In England?
Yeah.
No, because I technically like that was the only time I've ever done stand-up in the UK.
Mhm.
I met a few comics out there, none of whom I can remember
Yeah.
right now. Alex Edelman has a very popular Broadway show right now called Just For Us. So I met him while I was out there. He's really cool.
Yeah.
But beyond that, no. I don't really know many UK comics, and I kind of look down on them
Why?
because they're terrible. They're so bad. UK comedy sucks. UK comedy is interesting but not funny.
Okay.
And US comedy is funny and normally
But
not that interesting.
Simpler, you would say?
Yeah,
Crazy take.
But it's more important to be
Not
funny.
really.
Not
Crazy
really.
take.
at
Not
all.
really that crazy at
You
all.
think US comedy is interesting?
For sure.
Absolutely
We're
not.
the interestingest.
What is name me what in the mainstream debate is interesting?
For like you mean like comics? I think are very interesting from the U.S.
Yes, but like mainstream US comics, not like the
Ali Sadiq.
yeah, absolutely. He's very interesting, but he's also not. He's mainstream, but he's not like network mainstream. Like he's really.
He's all over Comedy Central.
He's
I agree, kind of.
I love Ali Sadiq. I think he's one of the best in the game, and maybe YouTube is just like now comics are like, I'm gonna put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But also like that, if Netflix really cared about comedy more than just ticket sales, he should be up there, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Once again, you said if Netflix isn't the people who are giving comedians like what I'm saying, like comedy specials. There's someone at Netflix who likes comedy and is like, hey, this comedian here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like there's someone there who cares about comedy and understands the game of comedy. Actual Netflix, I don't think they're paying attention to like the who's of comedy.
Absolutely, I totally agree. But in the UK, at least, all the channels that we're promoting, I would say, and I don't even want to dig myself into this hole because UK comedy isn't that interesting as a whole. In general,
I'll agree with.
It's the same.
I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it is true. But like, I think in the UK, at least, I think there's a bit more preference given to like saying something a bit more interesting and being elevated to the mainstream networks rather than just being really popular on YouTube.
Fair. The biggest, I'm gonna say UK comedian because I don't know where he's from. That I know was Eddie Izzard.
Yeah.
That is that like an example of the, I guess, big networks that you were talking about?
Yeah, she's a she.
Okay, well now, well, I'm putting the rock back on.
Yeah,
Canceled already.
She's amazing. You know, she's so great.
Yeah.
And I think I watched recently. She's another example of someone who I actually think is really not really that funny. Her jokes aren't that like hilarious, laugh out loud every 10 seconds.
Mhm.
And even if when she does do like laugh out loud every 10 seconds, they're kind of just like basic misdirects and something like that.
But you think they're very interesting.
But her
You do
comedy
pay attention.
is, you're paying attention, you're
Mhm.
listening to what she has to say,
Yeah.
and it's really interesting.
Okay.
But on the whole, I would say just in general, comedy is not as interesting as I would like it to be.
Mm.
In general, UK and US comics.
You think UK is the second best
I think the UK, out of every country.
out of every country? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else is?
Well, I don't know. There's got to be something out there in Turkey.
This
maybe.
is not. This is. I mean, I was thinking more Australia. But
yeah, well, sure. I mean, I wasn't thinking Turkey. Yeah, Australia's a good one.
this is not an original opinion, but Australia is like, like. Maybe it was Nick Mullen who said it, but he said like UK comedy is 10 years behind US comedy, and Australian comedy is just people trying to prove they're the most autistic. That's the basis of Australian comedy. Like Sam Campbell and Aaron Chen are like two of the I think are hysterical comedians, but they're also just absolute autists, just trying to out autist each other. But they're great. They're really funny.
That's fun.
I've never heard anyone say it, just autist as like the thing.
Autist?
Autistic, but like not artist.
If I get in trouble, I'm just claiming my.
That's so funny. I'm gonna start saying that.
If I get in trouble, I'm claiming my accent as saying artist.
Yeah,
but you misheard it as autist.
you were. I know
Yeah.
you weren't saying the word artist.
No, I said artist with an R.
When I was in high school, people would just say "ot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're odd. You got a little odd in you.
Yeah.
You got a little odd in you.
Yeah. It was a bunch of all the white bitches. That's what they said. It was just like a popular thing going
They
on.
kind of snap. I'm gonna start telling you, what's up? You got a little odd in you.
No, I think it's lame.
you look like you got a
Say
little
the
tard.
full thing.
You look like you got a little tard.
Yeah,
in you.
just call me retarded.
That's the same. You're saying odd. That's the same thing.
You look retarded.
Nah, if you say the full word, it's rude. Like, you look like you got a little tism. That's different. If you say you got autism, that's me.
So you're saying if we take off letters, it makes words less
Yeah,
offensive?
100%. If you take out half the word, it might not be.
Actually, I just thought of a word. If I said just half of it, it still wouldn't be good.
What word? What? This is your podcast. What word?
I'm saying the N word would still be. It would be way. I think it would be worse.
Naya.
What?
It depends on which words you take out.
It would just.
which letters?
Yeah.
It depends on which letters you take out. All you gotta do is take out half.
Oh yeah, I was doing the back end.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
know. It depends on which letters you take out.
I was thinking the two letters on the back end, and then.
Yeah, but if you mix it around, if you just go N-I-A.
NWA.
There's no W in the word. All right, whatever.
All right.
I haven't consolidated my opinions on this topic. So
You started it.
I'm just going to stay out of it.
You're the one who made the word.
I just said artist, and you thought I said autist, and now you guys have taken it with a whole different spin.
Holy shit.
What is there like derogatory? Like what's an English derogatory
I'm so
term?
glad you asked this question.
Yeah.
Just in general?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, because I've heard like anything. Like what about what do you call an Irish traveler?
I don't know. What do you call an Irish traveler?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've always it's a gypsy offensive.
Like offensive words.
I think gypsy is kind of like middle of the road.
Is it?
Wanker?
Gypsies are kind of like so discriminated against that like there's no one in their corner
Oh,
to like be like
man.
you should really call them the Roma because they should be called the Roma people.
All right.
All
right, I'm
and
going
to be
with
clear,
Roma people
Wait,
now.
but to be clear,
I have changed.
I understand my accent is weird and people are hearing Roamer, like they're roaming. No, it's Roma, Roma, because they are Romani people.
Oh, okay.
From the Romanian district. Just wanted to clarify.
Oh no,
that.
I thought you totally meant roaming. Yeah,
because it makes more sense
just going
as well.
around.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
from shire to shire, they're just walking around.
Oh shit.
Where did you live in England?
London.
Oh wow, everybody I know from England lives in London.
Yeah, it's the same way everyone you know from, like India is from New Delhi or stuff like that.
Everybody I know from America's from everywhere.
Yes, exactly. But I'm talking about immigration. The people are like, oh, America's so rich because we have all these immigrants. It's like, yeah, they're coming from the places where people can afford to immigrate.
Oh, okay.
Like, but no, you ever
Well,
meet
yeah,
like
yeah,
Indians?
people
They're not
from-
like coming from they're not coming from like the lowest caste in India.
Yeah.
They're like successful in India, and then they come to America and they're like, oh well, now we have to start from the bottom. But they're still successful. It's like moving to a new comedy scene.
Yeah, but
You guys, right?
England, people from Liverpool's a nice place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why can't I know anybody from there? I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to know anybody from Liverpool.
You really?
I don't find them cool, you know.
One of these hot takes will take you to the next
I
level.
was on a hot take. I feel like the Liverpool accent is like one of the least
You
favorite.
have no hate in your heart for Liverpudlians whatsoever.
I don't like their accent. I don't like the Scouser accent.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
It's not. I mean,
Jamie Carragher.
I do like Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
So never. All right, fine. I'm on Team Liverpool now.
There we go.
I'm on Team Liverpool. That's fucked. Fuck. So you were just recorded a special.
Yeah.
10-minute special.
Yeah, don't tell us.
So now you're just done with that material?
Yeah.
Really?
It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate being done with it. Being done with material is the worst.
How did you feel about your 10-minute special?
I thought it went great.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great, but
Thank you.
like, have you noticed any like other opportunities coming because of it?
Yeah, I got a bunch of opportunity, like more headlining gigs.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
going on tour in 2024.
Oh, really?
Come out. Just locked in the Omaha Funny Bone. So the career is skyrocketing.
That's dope. That's awesome.
It's pretty good. I'm doing Orlando. I'm doing the Orlando Improv as well.
Oh, okay.
Hometown.
Kind of.
Okay. Wait, where are you from?
I'm from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just did most stand up in Orlando. It was
Got
where
it.
I did most of the mics when I was doing it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. I got a few like people reaching out about things that I can't talk about, but
Okay.
it's all going pretty well.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
It's good.
So,
Everyone should release a 10-minute special.
did you
on
read
Don't
all the
Tell.
comments? Did you read every comment?
Yeah.
Yeah. All positive?
No. But like it's fine because most of them were positive.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, it's good. It's in general good.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people, and then you're always going to have people who don't like your stuff.
Oh, okay.
And those are fun comments as well. So one was like, why does this guy look like Elijah Wood if he only did shoulders? That's fair.
I saw somebody comment because you do that joke where you look like a St. Louis lesbian, and then a
Yeah.
St. Louis lesbian could have been one of your friends or something that like replied to her on her story. It was like, I am a St. Louis lesbian.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know
you
that
didn't know
St.
that
Louis
lady?
lesbian whatsoever. But there was a bunch of people from St. Louis commented, "Damn, he is exactly what I look like."
Why did you choose St. Louis for that?
I think it's funny, and I think the L's are alliterative. So it was either that or a Little Rock lesbian, and I thought the Lewis lesbian sounds funnier than rock lesbian.
Oh,
Not to
okay.
get too into inside baseball into it, but I think St. Louis lesbian is like funnier than.
St. Louis. It's for some reason it is. It
Yeah,
is
right?
funnier. Like I don't know why. Like I've always I was wondering that when you said like why do you say and not like Portland or something or
I think
something
like
else.
St. Louis
but even
is the
because
funny.
it's obscure also. It's because like nobody. I've never thought about St. Louis having lesbian haircuts,
Yeah.
but now I can't not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can see him at a Cardinals game and I'm happy about it.
Go Cards.
Go Cards. So what's in the recent future for you?
The recent future.
Hey, you know what? No one else
I
is
would-
talking.
I would.
All right, I have no support from
Listen,
my co-host.
I'm chiming in
Listen.
every now and then. This is your podcast, Taylor.
No, he's got a question coming up about my upcoming past. So he's gonna,
What's in the near future?
what's in the near present?
Yeah,
That's what he's about to ask.
yeah. Why don't you stop joking around?
Those were the three options you had for jokes on that one. In the recent future, what do I have coming up? What do I have coming down? It's I don't know, not much. Just
No.
I'm headlining. Are we plugging dates already at the podcast?
No. I just want to I want to know because you're always going. You're going
Oh, yeah.
places a lot. You live here, but I never see you.
I
You're never
live here, but
You
yeah.
just avoid me. You
It's
know?
true. I don't avoid you. I see
Yeah.
you all the time.
I see you on Mondays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come in, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go.
We're
talk
all-
to some birds, and then you leave me.
That's true. We all struggle together in the Kill Tony
Oh my
in the
God.
Kill Tony sign up thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. How's fucking doing the showcases there on Monday and Sunday or Sunday and Monday?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Really?
It's 5 minutes. It's a cool room.
Yeah.
The sometimes you go, sometimes you do well. That's the thing. Before, when I could do like my Don't Tell set, I was like, oh, this is going great. I would do pretty well every time. And now I have to like build out material from scratch.
Mhm.
Not that was my only 10 minutes, but just like trying to figure out. That was my opening for.
That was like your best presenting.
That was like
5
how I
minutes.
would make a crowd, an American, like Southern crowd like me, even though I was from England and like had this accent. Because typically crowds don't like that.
Mhm.
So I was like, that's my way of making them like, that's my way of like pandering to them and making them like me. But now I can't do that. And I'm like, oh, well, I got to figure out a new bit to
Yeah.
endear me to a crowd within 30 seconds.
So how much are you like writing?
All the time,
Yeah.
just building out a new hour for the upcoming tours in Omaha.
in the recent future?
in the recent future, yeah.
Because I don't know. I do not know how to have any kind of like work towards writing. Like I have no ambition like just to be like I'm gonna sit down and write.
Yeah, he obsessed me with that.
Yeah.
We
Well, it shows in your act.
yeah, no.
You were gonna say that? You were gonna say that?
No, he obsessed me with that. I'm mad that he'd be talking about that because I moved in probably like a month and a half ago now, bro. And literally, I'm like, wake up, we'll work on jokes. You know,
Yeah.
hey, I thought about this tag from your show the other day. Let's sit down. He sat down with me once in the living room, and we were talking, having fun, throwing jokes back and forth. And ever since then, now he doesn't write with me anymore. And I'm like, all right,
No.
who knows? What is it, White Kim? What did
Maybe
I
I didn't like it.
do? Yeah.
Maybe.
What was the tag?
What joke we were? I don't like. I don't know. I watch.
Oh, that was a
everyone's
shitty
sets.
joke that I didn't.
It was a joke. We were working on a joke about his grandma at the time. That was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
We were working on his joke about his
And
grandmother.
Yeah, and I
But
didn't
it's
like
because
it.
that's the joke he chose to bring. I said, all right, we'll bring whatever joke you want
Yeah,
to
I'm
work
not-
on to the writing session, and then we'll work on it.
The
So if you
writing
didn't like
session is
it,
just you two?
there's more people invited. It just
Yeah.
depends on who shows up.
Okay.
You want to come, Simon?
Thank you. I was going to say thanks for the invite.
He lives in my house.
When you get back from Omaha, just pull up.
Okay, great.
Look, my writing station's the living room. And
Okay,
so
great.
is my sleeping station.
Got
And his office.
yeah.
Oh, because you moved in with these guys.
Yeah.
But I feel
He's more of a roamer.
I feel.
Hey, you
Very good,
you
very good.
lived last night, bitch.
But I feel the audience wants to find out more about you.
Who? Me?
You're not the regular host on this show, and I feel we've
Well, yeah,
totally
but
glossed over.
Yeah,
He's been on the show a couple times.
Oh, he's been on the show.
Yeah, I
Okay.
usually just sit over there.
Oh, you're like the sidekick.
Yeah.
He's kind of a part of the
It's
show.
Tail of two cams.
You're
It's
like
black cam, white cam,
Guillermo.
and our new guy over
Right.
here in the
Okay.
corner.
Cool. This is like when Paul Schaefer goes on the couch on Letterman, and we all have to pretend like we like it.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
We like it. We like it.
No, you're good, dude.
You would be more like an Andy Richter. I feel like you could just, you need to gain some weight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know any of these white guys y'all are naming, but I will look them up when this podcast is over. We always have arguments about like comedians in the house because like he thinks that we don't know enough white comics.
No, not what I said. Well, maybe, but you'd be like top 10, and there would be like no white people.
I named white people.
Oh, who are your top 10?
I don't want to say. Well, no, this is not for this is a
Yeah.
private conversation.
Okay.
But I would have to say, of course, Ali Sadiq, Earthquake.
No, he's stealing. That was not his lineup, and it was 5. But I named white comic. He didn't care about the one white comic I named, Mike Birbiglia.
Yeah.
I love Mike.
I'm not saying I didn't care. I said you could have. That's the one. I mean, he's great. But
Yeah, he was the only white one who I named off rip. But there are other great ones. I just used to really listen to Mike. Like when I started comedy, I used to just listen to his Spotify playlists.
Mhm.
Really good storytelling jokes and stuff.
2 Drink Mike. He's
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
you know. See, Simon's on game.
Yeah. You don't like Mike Birbiglia?
no, that's not what I said.
Jesus Christ.
I just, there's a bunch of other people, and the first one he comes up with is Mike Birbiglia.
Michael Birbiglia.
Mike
Esquire.
Birbiglia. You could have said like, what's a white guy? It is pretty hard. Stephen Wright. That's the first one.
That's the bowl cut guy.
No, you got fucking.
Oh.
He's 80s deadpan
Oh,
one-liners.
got it.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm thinking of a different
The
guy.
Renaissance Fair joke,
Renaissance.
I don't know that one.
He said, I went into a diner. Yeah, I went into a diner. They said, you can have your meal anywhere, or it was like anywhere, anytime. And he was like, well, I'll have the chicken in the Renaissance or something like that.
Yeah.
He told it worse, actually. I actually
did
nailed that. I
I
don't get why you
totally
guys
heard that.
didn't laugh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All the two listeners on YouTube right now.
Hey, we get like 200
Yep.
average.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that's fair. Yeah, it's getting there. It's pretty successful. How many views does your podcast have?
At its peak?
No, never mind. I didn't like that. I didn't like that answer. I didn't like that.
At its peak, he was like, "You really want me to tell you?"
Before my garage band started malfunctioning and I couldn't upload episodes, I'll have you know, it was up to 30.
How old are you, Simon?
I'm 25.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh.
I didn't like your reaction.
Is that how you treated every single person you met in your year in
I
school?
was assuming your year. No, I thought you were older.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. You just seem very well traveled.
You do have an older presence.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's respectable.
How old are you?
24?
Oh, my God.
What's wrong with that?
Shit.
What? What's wrong with that? What? Why?
What's wrong with that? You sound like Keenan Thompson in an SNL sketch.
Oh, I would kill white people Jeopardy. Oh, it's black people Jeopardy. Fuck.
Yeah, Keenan's a black comic.
No, I know, but the skit on SNL is Black Jeopardy. You know, it's a good skit. They always have that one white guy, and he just gives like semi-racist answers. It's fun.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. You watch SNL?
I've watched the people when I liked people on the show. I didn't grow up on SNL. No, I grew up like Def Jam, comedy, fucking Comic View, black people shows, Chocolate Sundays that I tried to get you on.
Wait, what did you grow up with? Peter O'Toole?
Just what he said.
Yeah, Chocolate Sundays, Def Jam, Comic View. So they had some
Those are
UK
my guy.
people on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Eddie Griffin, my guy.
Yeah, but those are kind of different shows than SNL. It's just stand-up shows.
All right, well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, so what would you classify?
Fine.
Like,
In
sketch?
living color.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Come on, Simon. I love this nigga. Let's go.
Dude, you guys are fucking...
They got Scottish niggas? Oh, you're not from Scotland. You say you're from...
Yeah, no, we don't really. There are a few, obviously, but it will throw you. There's a lot. Ireland is pretty diverse for what you wouldn't expect.
Island?
Yeah.
Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
See,
Sorry.
come on now.
That's my bad.
I caught up with you now, Simon. We locked it. Now I get it. We locked in.
Absolutely.
That's my bad.
Campbell.
I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to. I guess this is Northern Ireland. I want to go to Derry.
Oh, why?
Because have you ever watched that show?
Derry Girls?
Yeah.
I haven't, but that sounded horny.
It's not. It's just
He's
four.
obsessed with this
It's
show.
just four teenage girls having a blast, and I like it, and I'm there for it. And they have one guy that's Christian. He's English. We don't like him. He gets made fun of. He's the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're all Catholic and Irish, and it's it's like the 80s or something. Yeah.
Fair dues.
It's a cool show, man. It's funny.
Okay.
That's where I want to go. I want to go to Derry, England, and then isn't it Dairyland?
It's Derry, Ireland.
But didn't they have like England in the name?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Derry could be in England.
It's not.
It's in Ireland.
It's in
correct?
Ireland, but I think it was like Derry, England, and then they got rid of the England when they all started having the fights.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not too. We don't learn about that in school. They glossed that over. So I can't claim to be the most well knowledge.
And what age did you move here?
18.
18. On your own?
Yeah, I mean for college.
Oh, where'd you go?
Yale.
You went to Yale? Why'd you wince before you said that? You made like a wincing face.
He's like, we're gonna beat this nerd up. That's what he
Yeah. You know how many Americans are pissed that you got into Yale? Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's so much easier.
Worked their whole life trying to apply to Yale.
You guys
These goddamn internationals come taking our schools and our job. No,
Oh, you would crush it at Yale. You'd be elected president of the Buckley Association. It's the conservative.
I went to Harvard of the South,
You went to UCF,
University of Florida.
UF.
Yeah.
it's called the Harvard of the South.
Harvard of the South.
Every school calls itself the Harvard of the South.
Well-
Arizona State, ASU calls itself that.
Oh, well,
Harvard of the South.
that's not even comparable to UF.
Texas
though.
calls itself the Harvard
Texas
of the
is
South.
comparable to UF. They're kind of like the same, like as far as like rank,
Yeah.
like public school ranking. Yeah, but ASU is like a renowned party school.
I know. Maybe I'm thinking of U of A.
I don't know. The Sabres. They're the Sabres. No, that's Virginia. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up, guys.
The
All right.
Virginia's the Cavaliers. Virginia's the Cavaliers. Florida is the Gators.
Yeah.
Texas the Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
University of Arizona is the
Sun Devils.
Sun Devils.
Oh, yeah.
And ASU. Aren't ASU the Sun Devils?
Yes.
And then University of Arizona are the I just know there's like some listener right now on like who's from Arizona like, screaming.
I have no idea. I have no idea. What'd you study in school?
Oh,
History.
Okay.
Really?
Back
Yeah.
on the same level. We're good. We're good.
Did you study history?
No.
no, he doesn't know history. He barely even knows the states in our country, bro.
Oh
he
my
doesn't know
God.
shit. Not at all.
Did you go
Come
to U of
on.
F?
No.
Is it UF or U of F?
UF? Well, I mean,
It's
you can,
UF.
say, you can say whatever you want,
Yeah.
Simon.
I'll
You have
say
an
Florida.
accent. Okay.
Yeah, it is Florida.
Yeah,
He couldn't
no.
name 10 states.
I went to the rival school, Florida State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, rivals a strong word.
Okay.
Florida State Gators.
We're not-
also didn't
we're not
go, they didn't
competing
accept
with
me.
them.
Yeah.
I should also clarify. They didn't accept me in the school. I didn't go to the school,
Got
but I was enrolled in their comedy sketch troupe. So I'm counting that. Go Knowles.
That counts. Yeah, that's great.
I auditioned for the sketch troupe. I got in. I didn't get in the application process.
And you can just audition without
Oh.
being a student?
Bro, you can literally any student organization, even if you don't go there, you can just audition, and if you get in, you
Can
show
you
up.
join a frat if you don't go there?
No. I mean, you
I
can't.
didn't
you-
try, but maybe.
You can't at UF. You have to be degree seeking at the university.
But this works for like every other club. They just let anyone
I don't think
join?
UF did that. I think you had to be a part of the school.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Shout out to the Knowles, starting my comedy career.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I'm sure they're all listening.
Why didn't you go to school in England?
Because
University.
I got into Yale and I didn't get into Oxford, so I was like, I'll go to Yale.
Oh wow, dude! Fucking, I
Damn.
don't even know anybody who applied to Yale or Oxford. That's why. Where is Yale?
It's in Connecticut.
I don't like Connecticut.
Why? What?
Because we forgot it when we were naming states.
No, dude, stop doing this. You named 10 states. I was clear. I was on like 4 to 5.
Nah.
Anyway, but Connecticut, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania are all like known to be the worst states.
Sure.
Like,
I agree with you on Connecticut. Connecticut sucks.
Well, New Jersey gets the same heat, and Pennsylvania doesn't. But like, I mean, I just don't like the Amish. But like, I just no. But
the gypsies of America.
I call them roamers. No, but those 3 states all have like some kind of hate for them because they're kind of well, Connecticut's just a highway, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A highway to the north, and then New Jersey's just New York's toilet,
Yeah.
and then New York is also New York's toilet, but unless you go upstate, and then Pennsylvania's just boring.
Where did you get these opinions from?
Everybody-
This is the kind of opinion you read on like your grandmother's Facebook page.
Yeah.
No,
She's
Wait,
reshared
son-
from some popular meme.
my
account.
grandma's from New Jersey. She would say New Jersey's the best out of the 3.
And you disagree?
Did they make
No,
you take
I
a-
agree. I just don't like. I just don't. It's not like the best state, but I know that it's better than those 2. You know,
Yeah.
it's better than those 2.
New Jersey, yeah.
New Jersey's nice. It's a nice place.
It's fine. Every state is fine.
What do you think?
Besides like 4 states.
Especially Omaha.
besides the states where they have the Omaha funny bone, the Kansas City funny bone, and the Orlando Improv.
Did they make you take a test to be here?
Gee, what kind of test?
Like if you want to go to America,
Yeah, the SATs.
No, he's
like, I'm
talking about like
did
a,
they make you test to
like
like
to be a
come here?
naturalized
No,
citizen.
no.
Like you've been living here for like 6 years now. You said,
No, you can just come here.
really?
Yeah.
That's
we got to
crazy.
change that. No, they only make you take the test if you
If
want
you're
to be.
Hispanic.
If you want to be, are you a citizen?
Yeah.
Oh wow, how did you not take the test? I thought you have to take it.
He's not Hispanic.
You
I
have
just
to
told
take. You have to take a citizenship test, right?
No,
Spanish
you do have to take a
country.
citizenship test. But one of my parents is American, so
Oh.
the big reveal.
So you're only half.
faking it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, the Hispanics are always the ones who got to be taking that test.
Yeah, that was good. You didn't give it more credit in the laugh in the
I did laugh at it. I did laugh at it.
Oh man, Simon, I saw your so like we were talking about your don't tell earlier.
Yeah.
I'm new to who you are, but they've been talking about you for a minute. Like when I'm new here, so I hear names a lot. Meeting you, we literally met this week. We met on the stairs
Yeah.
at Mothership.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I didn't recognize your face, but I heard your voice because he would like plays your clips and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you were talking,
You're making him sound like a crazy man.
he reposted your Don't Tell clip.
Okay, yeah, I thought you meant he was just playing it in the house.
You guys like this? I know
No.
this guy.
They reposted your Don't Tell clip, and then like 2 weeks later, I heard you talking on the mothership stairs, and I was like, oh shit, this is the guy.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped that I finally got to meet you. I liked your what do they call it? The measuring stick thing? The joke that you what are they?
Measurements?
Yeah, that thing. The
Yeah.
joke that you did with that, but they call it something else. And
You mean meters and centimeters?
that thing. The,
And you guys all believed him when he said I didn't name more than 10 states, all right? He doesn't even know fucking
the
3 feet.
meter system. Meter system.
The metric
system.
Yes, there we go. There we fucking go. Now,
You guys are such idiots.
What's the American version called?
The Imperial.
That's good.
Yeah, guys, I'm not dumb. I can name all states right now. That's my measurement of how smart you are. Can you name fucking South Dakota? Go ahead.
no. How long do you think it took you to put those chunks together? Like,
It was definitely the sum of like doing stand up for 7 years. I would say like looking at what I could put up, you always, again, like going back, you start with 40 minutes and obviously none of that 40 minutes ended up in that 10 minutes,
yeah.
which I think is like my best 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Probably like my best 10-minute set. And none of the 40 minutes from starting out ended up in there, but you just chop and change. You get an idea of like what your voice is and what makes sense. And then like one day I was just in Portland at the Helium in Portland, just opening for this comic. And I like did this joke being like, British people sound stupid. And just in the middle of my act. And before my act was like really unrelated to being British. But then it worked so well. And I was like, oh, well, this is actually an interesting angle to like take the I love America.
Why?
As opposed to all the other British comics who are so boring when they're like, oh, do you know that you guys get shot in schools?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but we have freedom. So, so shut up.
Do you have a favorite joke from yours, like the set that you put out?
I like the there's a line in there about like edge. There's a line in there about edging, and my favorite line is how it's like I lie about my height on Hinge, like I'm 5'9", but I say I'm 6 foot on Hinge, and girls are like, I can't believe you lie about your height on Hinge. It's like, I came here from England. Obviously, I'm going to lie about my height. Like, I've traveled thousands of miles to get laid.
You think I'm telling you the truth?
You think I'm going to stop 3 inches short?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you get any? Do you get any flack from English comics for you're not like favoring America? You play it up in your set,
Yeah.
but like, does anybody be like, yo, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, talking about comments, every single English person who commented was like, as an Englishman, didn't find this funny at all.
Really?
What a twat.
Damn, so they like split your fan
He
base.
said twat. But
Your fan base is like split in half.
my fan base is just American patriots. My fan base shows up all ready to rally.
Me too. Well, no, I don't have fans. But.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Because you do. Do you think you play it up like?
Yeah, it's all.
But you don't actually. You don't think we're better, right?
Yeah, America's great.
Do you think we're better?
Yeah.
Okay.
England's a shit. Like, look, okay,
England's a shithole.
England's a shithole. It's been a shithole since the end of World War II. World War II was our defining moment. We helped us, along with the Americans, defeated the Nazis and saved the world from, fascism. However, at the end of World War II, we were so depleted economically, we put all our resources in ensuring the Germans were put out that we had no more resources left. And so we got rid of our empire. We went into national decline, and we've been in national decline. And essentially, it's what's going to happen to America. And we got overtaken by America as the leading superpower of the world, and then the USSR, and now Russia, and now China. And what's going to happen is America right now is going to fade into obscurity in like 30 or 40 years when its like debt comes crippling debt, when its debt finally catches up with it and it gets overtaken by China as the most powerful force, and it has to enter into wars which it can't affording. But for now, America's amazing.
You mean
You
debt
hear that? You gotta start having half Chinese babies in like 10 years.
Absolutely. That is a smart thing
That way, when they take over America, your family.
I would be safe. They'd still get me.
That's a smart thing to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
I should start having Asian babies.
You better,
have
you
an
better
Asian
get
baby.
to work it. Hey, better hit up Hans Kim. Ask him who he knows.
Because then you're good. Because also,
He's Korean.
yeah, that is true.
This fucking guy. Name me both Koreas.
The fried chicken Koreans, them ones are good, and then the Jollibee Koreans, great restaurant.
Wait, what the fuck?
So both of those are the same Korea. And neither of those are the name.
Gene, you ever had a Jollibee chicken?
No.
That's crazy. See, you know. Thank you.
I've had yeah, it's good.
Cam,
But
we got to
it's-
get you on. Never mind.
Yeah, no, dude. Give me all the food you want. You know, pay for something. Yeah, but what is your favorite Korea? Go ahead.
I told you.
Okay. So,
Jollibee.
So there's North and South Korea.
no,
Those-
don't give him the answer.
Well, I don't think he was gonna get it.
I
I
know,
was
that
never
would have
gonna
been
get
great. How have you
I just started flying on planes in February. I don't know anything about Korea.
No one's lying about North Korea
They
because
don't
they're
teach-
flying on planes.
If I flew often, then you got to learn. Like you know, well, you went to history, but if you weren't flying so much.
I went to history. Yeah, you're right.
You showed up to class, Simon. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
You've never seen The Interview?
With Eminem?
No.
I'm pretty sure he was in that movie, like the beginning.
Oh, he was. You're right. He
See,
said,
what
yeah,
do you
I'm
mean
sorry.
now you're laughing?
That's my bad. That's my bad. He was. You're right. He says like he's gay or something.
Yeah, he's the star of that movie, and then I stopped watching. That's the movie where the dude wants to talk to Kim Jong Un.
Yeah. Well, okay. How do you know that name, but you don't know what North Korea is?
Everyone knows Kim Jong Un.
You're putting a G at
Yeah,
the
he
end of his name.
is. How do you know the leader of the country you don't know?
I have Twitter, okay, and they post this picture every 2 days.
How do you not know when someone's like there are two there are two Koreas or there are two Dakotas?
Yeah.
That you don't just say North and South.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, it's not that you little critical thinking could have gotten a long way there.
I stand by my Jollibee answer.
I don't even know what that is.
Never mind.
We should get a North Korean on the pod. Can you pretend? You're
Isn't
North
that,
Korean?
pretend?
there's just
That-
that one North Korean,
That one
right?
lady, yeah.
Yeah, that lady.
She's got some crazy stories.
Yeah, apparently they're all lies.
Really?
Apparently every single one is made
No
up.
way.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
That's the whole thing. Is that they're so unbelievable
Mm.
that you're like, there's no way.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
You're like, there's no way this is true.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the whole like eating rats and then going across the desert and then like surviving, like how many days she survived in that fucking desert or whatever, and then she gets picked up by some people or something. I don't know. I don't remember the story too
I
well.
think you're describing the Bible.
Yeah, I was going to say 40 days, 40 nights. where are you going here?
No, she gets picked up by somebody in the desert and then they drive her
God.
and she thinks that they're bringing her to China, so then China will send her back to North Korea because they have to pay people and then trust them that they're going to smuggle them to where they actually want to go. But then those people also get paid by a different group to just take their money and then drive them to China and so they can be extradited back to North Korea. So I think that was something that she was worried about.
Fascinating.
Would you guys now watch the podcast?
I do think it's weird, all these war stories, I feel you always have to take every single one with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather has a story about when he was captured by the Nazis and then he was taken on a train towards a concentration camp, and then he managed to sneak off the train and then he walked back to Budapest in Hungary, which is where he's from. And when I was growing up, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You
Yeah.
just hop off the train. I'm like, that's an insane
Now
thing.
you got to call and
That
be like,
doesn't make
hey,
sense as a story
what
whatsoever.
happened? How did you get off the train? Like, tell
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
That's the part of the story that I was listening to. I thought when he said hopped off the train and then you went
Did the
right to
train
walk
stop?
back.
And then how do you just
Yeah,
walk
exactly.
back?
Did he open the emergency window exit? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, my grandfather has a story about capturing your grandfather. That's crazy. That's weird. I think war stories are. I mean, I think war movies are like some of my favorite movies. Like Apocalypse Now is great. And then have you ever seen what's the movie where it's not a movie, it's a series, Band of Brothers?
Oh, I just started watching
That's so good. It's so good. Yeah. I don't know, just something like real shit that like. I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, who knows if anything's real? But I think it does. Like,
You
'cause-
heard it here first, folks. Who knows?
I mean, World War II did it happen? I don't know, but I think that like because it's just drama, and I think war is obviously the biggest drama. So then you can really dive into like drama that's where people are getting blown up while they're digging like manholes, and then like they just get shot in the head by like looking up for a second. I don't know. That whole tension, I feel like, really draws me in
To movies?
to those type of movies.
Oh.
Like Saving Private Ryan, the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
What kind of guns you guys got in England?
We've got guns.
Do you really?
Yeah, we've got rifles and shotguns because we hunt,
Oh yeah.
but that's it. Like the only people who have guns are like the poshest people,
Yeah.
like the people who go hunting.
Do they wear those hats?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little flat yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. What are those called?
The Tom Hardy hats. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Have you ever owned one?
No,
No.
I've worn one.
When you went to school when you were a kid, did you have to wear a uniform?
Yeah.
I like that.
Because yeah,
I
like private school, but it was because it was. I think
Yeah,
like,
but, like-
most schools you have to wear a uniform.
But you
right?
really dress up. Like, I mean, I went to a private school when I was in elementary school, and it was just a uniform, but it was just like a red shirt
Yeah.
with the school's name. Like, you guys had to wear like,
One school I went to, you had to like wear a full blazer and tie, and we were like 6 years old, and we were like, "This
yeah,
is
that's crazy.
insane."
That's crazy.
But then another one, it was like you just had to wear a sweater,
yeah,
even when it was hot. It's kind of annoying.
I don't know. I like that though. Gives you kind of like a I'm here for school vibe.
How close is
I don't know what I'm saying with
Yeah.
that.
How close is Skins UK to real life over there?
I never.
That's what I thought of when you
I
said
never
school.
saw it, but it's quite. Yeah, it's
You
quite,
never watched Skins
No.
UK? I feel like
Skins
that's
UK.
one of the things that y'all did better than American.
Isn't it? I
The
think
American skin sucks.
It's just called Skins in the UK.
Okay. All right. Well, America tried their hand at it.
Right. No, I think it's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
I never watched it, so I'm just gonna say it's
Okay.
realistic.
Have you ever seen the IT Crowd?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Great.
Yeah.
Love Richard Ayoade.
All right.
I think he's so funny.
That's probably my favorite British show.
Yeah, it's so good.
Have you seen it?
No.
Never mind.
It's great. The IT crowd.
It's really
The
funny.
best show though is The Thick of It, and
The Thick
that's
of It?
hilarious. It's a spin, or it's like a remake of Yes, Prime Minister, and they're both satires on just British politics. Essentially, it's from the creator of Veep. If you ever saw Veep,
I know Veep. Yeah.
yes. So it's just like mocking politics, but it's amazing.
Veep's Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yes.
She's the best. I think that's my favorite female actor, comedic actor.
Okay. Who are your other favorite female comedic actors?
See, why do you gotta ask a question like that? You didn't give me one single one you like.
Yeah, I didn't
Go ahead.
bring it up.
Go ahead. No, I just like Julia. I think she's attractive.
Yeah.
She was more back then, but I think she still kind of got it.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I was just saying, yeah. I think
Oh.
she's great. I think she's a terrific actor.
Well, actra?
Actor. Yeah, I was going to say actress, and then I was like, actually, progressive to say actor.
Why? Who would you think is better?
God, so many, I could barely list them.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I like Amy Poehler too.
I think, everyone who's come out of SNL, I think, is great. Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, Kate McKinnon,
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really compare to Julia Louis-Dreyfus though.
Okay.
I mean, just because of her name. Her name's fantastic. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like it's going to roll off the tongue, but then you get through it and you're like, I did that. I did
Yeah.
that and I feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, do you like women? Because you haven't said anybody.
I named 4 women.
You said everybody off SNL is great, and then you listed.
And then I listed 4 of them.
Yeah, fine.
That's
Fine.
that's more than the number of states you guys have listed collectively.
Dude, I can name all the states. He was
He
the one
cannot.
struggling.
All right, you've brought it up 3 times now. Name all the states.
There we go.
Name all the
right
states.
now, Illig.
All right.
And I'm gonna write it down so we can keep track of them.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is so dumb. Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy place to start.
No, I'm going to go up and then down.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, man. It's called strategy. I went to the Harvard of the South.
Yeah.
Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North
Okay.
Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Michigan.
You jumped a little.
I did. Pennsylvania, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nevada, California, Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Indiana.
Wrong.
Can I stop? I think I proved my.
I think the audience is.
Guys, we just got a message.
Oh God. What? That's all he said.
Well, it's too late for
Oh.
that.
Hey, you're the one who challenged me, dog. I'm not gonna deny a challenge. I know I love my country, dog. All right, I love my country.
I love my country too.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Which
like
one?
it.
Which one?
The United States of America.
Hey!
Oh my god. Well, I don't know. I'm not naming any more states. I think I did good. I wanted to bring up something online,
Okay.
if that was okay. I'm trying to find, there's this 10 Kids in 10 Years channel on Instagram, and they are my favorite people to follow.
Bro, what is this search histories on this computer?
Why, what did it
Wait,
say?
go back. Go back. And if you start type in a
David Jolly.
pretty aggressive.
Did you see that, Dwight?
David Jolly was definitely in here.
Did you see
Dwight
that?
Howard and Pornhub. That is David Jolly.
You
for
saw
sure.
that Dwight Howard shit? You saw that?
Every week is some new Dwight Howard shit.
Yeah, but like it came like he was doing like unconsensual like oral sex with this guy, and like it was like a court thing or something. He filed like a complaint, and like they went in and he admitted to it.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. He's been talking. There's like a new news story that comes out about Dwight every couple weeks. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you care about sports?
Yeah,
Like,
every sport. I'm a big sports guy.
Did you grow up watching Jimmy Savile? Is that like a thing you guys did?
No, but he was the original Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's how I know him. But I was like, and then everybody's like, oh, he's such a big part of like the culture.
Yeah, he was. If I were like 20 years older, I think I'd be like, oh, Jimmy Savile.
so he did like everything Bill Cosby did. But
Yeah, he was just like a beloved entertainer, supposably a family man.
Yeah.
And then it turned out he was
that
you know,
Louis Theroux fucking documentary.
touching little kitties.
yeah. Ah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah.
know this guy.
Yeah, it's everything. We do everything in England happens before it happens in America. Like Jimmy Savile happened before Bill Cosby.
Mm.
You know, like Brexit happened before Trump.
We had like the same
I
cultural
think Bill
impact.
Cosby and Jimmy Savile are probably going on around the same time.
Yes, but when it came out in the media, because when it came out in the American media, like Bill Cosby exposed, everyone in the UK was like, "Yeah, we went through this last year."
Oh, y'all didn't give a fuck?
Yeah, we were just like, "Yeah, this has already happened." Same with Trump. We were like, "Yeah, it's the exact same as Brexit."
That's crazy.
And then now the thing we've had, this is my prediction. There are all these environmental protesters who shut down the streets by by gluing themselves on highways and like forcing people to like pay attention to the environmental cause. I think it's going to start happening in America and it's going to be chaos. I think in like a year, these protests are going to come to America and it's going to be absolute mayhem.
I'm telling you, that's not a good idea.
It will never, yeah, they'll get
Gluing
run
yourself
over.
I'm about to say, yeah, gluing yourself to anything in America, the tanks, the car, they gonna run over you. People here don't have the patience or the time. I just see videos of people do that. In America, people literally get out their cars and drag people by the hair
Yeah.
to get out the fucking street.
It's where it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, even the protests, I guess they're not protests, but like the support for like either Israel or Palestine, at least two of them has a car drive through the middle of them every single time. Like if there's 2 out of 10, there's a F-150 going through the crowd. And
But the last one, there was a old guy who was just trying to get to work, but everyone thought he was a counter protester.
oh yeah, and didn't they chase him down?
They
Like,
chased him down. They beat him up.
That's fucking
He was like an
crazy.
80-year-old guy with no opinions on the matter.
That's crazy.
But no opinions on when
well, no one's doing the oil thing on the paintings anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, that's nice.
What was the thing you were going to bring up?
Oh, 10 kids in 10 years. This is gonna be my family.
What?
When I have a family, this is gonna be them. The first video is them. Yeah, but that one, I mean, like click it, but you have to get like a full sense of these people because you just look at the state of their carpet, and then you'll be like, yeah, they live in
All right, 10
they
kids
live
and
in
10
rat
years. How
hole.
old are you? Steven,
13,
Christopher,
12,
William,
10,
Ryan,
10,
Spencer,
8,
All boys.
Max,
No, there's one girl.
Thomas,
7,
That's brutal.
Henry,
6,
Lily,
4,
Peter.
3.
All right.
All American kids speak with British accents.
No, that whole family has like the same speech impediment for some reason, like that they can't. I don't know. They do sound British. You're
That's
right.
the kind of family you want.
like they're just so crazy. If you see the dad looks like a chewed up piece of gum. Like he looks insane. Like that's the whole. Whichever one you want to click, I don't know.
This is like some wacky white folks.
Yeah, dude, they're very wacky, and that's what I want.
I think they look lovely. Why did you bring this up?
Because there was a good video where they do ridiculous things. Like they'll ask them like, "What's your favorite pizza?" And then one of them always is like, "I like eating children," and it's like it's just fun. It's just fun, you know. You don't like shit like that.
He went to Yale.
And I'm in this room.
Harvard of the South. But I don't know, man. I like it like that. I like weird little things because you never would have seen these people's lives if it wasn't for TikTok. And, you know, maybe that's how it should have been.
I
Yeah.
never would have seen it if it wasn't for you.
Well, you're welcome.
That was a reverse kind of thing.
All right.
All right. I don't know what you're saying. All right.
I don't listen to Joe Rogan.
yeah.
Is this what Joe Rogan episodes normally go by?
I don't know. Have you been on Joe Rogan?
No.
Yeah. So let's say I think this podcast has come to reaching an end. If you would like to say anything closing, if you want to say goodbye,
I want to thank.
say any dates you got in Omaha.
Yeah,
Funny
I want to
Bone.
thank the two Kams for having me today. And you can follow me on Instagram, Simon Loves High Noons, and come out to shows. I'm performing in Indianapolis, Austin, Chicago, Toledo, Omaha, and Kansas City, and Orlando, and Syracuse, and Albany, with more dates to be announced for 2024.
Damn, dude, I thought you were just going to Omaha.
You're killing it, dude.
Yeah, that is sick. All right. I'll be here in Austin. Bobby will be on my couch. Thank you guys for tuning into the episode this week, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.